Ryan Seacrest reveals his mother's role in Rockin Eve planning and his go-to essentials. In USA Today's The Essentials, celebrities share what fuels their lives, whether it's at home, on the set or on the road. New York, Ryan Seacrest is known for, amongst many things, helping tens of million Americans ring in the new year. But Seacrest isn't going for one big New Year's resolution. Just dabble in things that you can actually do, the TV host, 50, says. Take 3 or 4 things you've never done before. Do them once and see if you like them. You don't have to go deep, just try. In a little over 24 hours, Seacrest will welcome in 2025 as the host of Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, ABC, Tuesday 8 p.m. PST. The program's title still pays homage to creator Dick Clark, who died in 2012, though Seacrest has taken on hosting duties for the show alongside a cast of co-hosts since. This year, Rita Ora returns to help MC for a second consecutive time, and performers on the broadcast in New York include the Jonas Brothers and Carrie Underwood. The one thing that I say to all of them is, have fun, he reveals of any advice he gives to his colleagues. You're here because of who you are. Enjoy it, embrace it. This is a celebration. But besides the confetti, a countdown and Old Lang Syne, what else is essential to Seacrest seamlessly ringing in a new year? Chatting with USA Today inside his green room at ABC's Good Morning America, in Times Square, the media mogul dishes on travel, attire and whether we may see him join any other TV hosts on Tuesday night for a celebratory toast or shot. Ryan Seacrest's birthday plans and weather forecast precede New Year's broadcast. Seacrest no longer has a permanent home in New York. He co-hosted Live alongside Kelly Ripa from 2017-2023, so typically he'll arrive in Manhattan no later 3 days before the ball drop. He spends the holidays, along with his December 24th birthday, at home with family. And at least from a weather and attire standpoint, that's where his planning for Times Square begins. I can see my mum in her robe on December 22nd and she's like, "What's it going to be out there, Ryan?" He recalls of a now annual tradition. I'm like, "Mum, I think it's too early." She knows how to work her weather app. While the weather makes it onto Seacrest's radar over a week in advance, he won't start paying attention to forecasts until 3 days out. His attire for the occasion is rather consistent and straightforward regardless of the elements. I have a tuxedo on, he says of his base layer. It depends on the temperature. I may not have the jacket on. I may have several coats and layers on up top. I have water nearby because we're on our feet for many hours and we're talking for quite a bit. If it's really cold, I have those warmers in my shoes and in my gloves. Not the battery-powered warmers either, the good old-fashioned ones that break. As for keeping warm with any other utilities or beverages, it doesn't look like he'll join neighbors Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper for a shot of alcohol in Times Square. Cohen and Cooper host the infamously boozy New Year's broadcast on CNN from a nearby riser. I don't know how to get to them, Seacrest explains. Our stage is sort of in front of theirs and they're on a platform above. I have no idea how to even get access to their stage. Have you heard of revelers in Times Square wearing diapers so that they don't have to leave their coveted spot under the ball drop for hours? While he's never asked anyone on live TV, Seacrest confirms that some guests have confided in him regarding their choice of undergarments. Seacrest looks back on his time with Clark fondly, recalling their first show together. I would be outside, he'd be in the studio, and then about 12:20 a.m., I would come inside next to him and take over from there, he says. And he would say, "It wasn't cold enough for you. I want it to be windier next year for you. You haven't earned this yet, young man." He would joke around about things like that. As if the memories aren't enough, Seacrest also received a few mementos. Clark would write me a letter each year, a handwritten letter, sort of thanking me for being here and what it meant to him, Seacrest says. And those are special.